Scorpio, this reading is for you. We're going to be doing messages from your higher selves. And Scorpio, if you can put your imagination caps on every single one of you and pretend like you're sitting right across this desk from me in this physical space. You could hold the other end of the deck how I am holding it. And Scorpio, let us bow. Spirit, this reading is for Scorpio, for every single one of them out there on planet Earth. I'm calling on all of our intuitions, all of our higher selves, and the universe to be with us through this reading, please and thank you. Again, Spirit, this is all about Scorpio. Messages from their higher selves, for the collective, for the Scorpio collective. What do they need to hear the most right now? What needs to be brought to light? What needs to be shed? What needs awareness? Simply, what the heck is going on in their lives right now? We're taking a snapshot of your life in this moment, Scorpio, and we are dissecting it. Hope y'all are doing well out there. Scorpio, 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 Scorpio. Spirit, on my end, I will ask if you can remove any anxieties, any fears that may arise during this reading for whatever reason. Thin the veil just a little bit more this time, allow me to see through to the other side just a little bit more clearly. Allow me to sink into my natural God-given talents with my intuition. And lastly, Spirit, if you can remove any logic, any reasoning from my brain, because that's not what any of this is for me. Thank you, Scorpio, by the way, for deciding to spend your time with me. I think that's good. Spirits, cards for Scorpio now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Good starts. Spirit, I'm going to ask for some more cards for Scorpio here. Let's retry that. Whoa. We can do that. 2, 3, 4. That is good. Got plenty of cards to work with. Scorpio, as per usual, before we get into this, both me and you, 3 deep breaths to ground us before this reading begins. Beautiful. We could all use an excuse to take 3 deep breaths. Scorpio, before we begin, I'm going to adjust my music over here. I think it's a little louder than usual. Maybe not. Maybe I'm tripping. I know y'all can't hear that, but all right, let us get into it, shall we? Hmm. Okay, I need to talk before I show you, before I forget. S- Something about like Scorpio, I feel like there's something like secretive here within you, or you're keeping something that is under wraps. But I'm getting something that's like a part of you, like a part of your character, a part of your personality, a part of who you are. It's like you're not bringing it to light. I don't know if you're wearing like a certain mask right now, if you're putting on a certain front. I'm kind of getting towards everyone. At the very least, people outside of like the people who are truly closest to you, maybe not them, but like everyone else. I'm getting for you, Scorpio, like even the ones that are like really close to you, like people who you consider your real ones, not very many, right? Scorpio, I think a lot of y'all keep a really tight circle of people. We'll say that. But yeah, and I think it's kind of driving you crazy. I don't know if this is an element of like, or like a fear of being seen kind of thing. Something that you're just scared to like bring out of yourself. Again, this is like a trait of yours, something that's a part of your personality. And this is like deeply embedded in you. Like this is like who you truly are, a part of who you truly are, right? Man, so many of us were tired, or we're scared of taking off that mask. Like when we present ourselves to other people, right? We're scared of being who we truly are, like our wild, authentic self. Wild, authentic self, just like the Queen of Wands here. In fact, let me show y'all. Queen of Wands, Nine of Swords, and the Moon. That is y'all's foundation for this reading. Oh, excuse me. Whoa. I'm getting for some of y'all as well. It's like in the past, you've tried to bring this thing out of you, or you've tried to show the world this thing, or at least you've tried to show. Maybe it's not like the world on a grand scale, but maybe just like one or two people. But it's like you almost get to the point, and then at the last minute, you like pull back, and then you try to hype yourself up again next time. You're trying to help hype yourself up, and then you get to the moment, and then you like back away, right? Because there's some sort of cycle within that, like it keeps happening over and over and over. It's a pattern that keeps repeating. For some of you, Scorpio, this could be a person that like belittled you for this, like when you were younger, or kind of like brought your confidence down. We're so vulnerable, we're so impressionable when we are young, right? But I do feel like this is like you're deeply wrestling with this. I mean, that Nine of Swords and Moon energy, like putting those two together, it's like deep subconscious energy. Also, like deep rooted fears as well. The moon brings that out, right? Because in this card, like, we're in the darkness, right? The only light source that we have is the moon above us. Nine of Swords, the background of this card is pitch black. But there's a part of the Scorpio is like owning whatever this thing is. This is a journey, this is an exploration of this thing for you. Obviously, for all of y'all, it's going to be different. Because with the Queen of Wands, yeah, because with the Queen of Wands, it's like that black cat is her darker nature, the dark side of the Queen of Wands, so to speak, or her shadow side. But the Queen of Wands, for me personally, like she is my card of confidence in the deck. And she says, I love my black cat. I own him. I love him. He is precious to me. And that cat is front and center, right? It's not just in the corner. It's not just, peering around her throne. Nope, it's clearly visible. She's not hiding that cat. That cat is not hiding from anyone, right? So there's an element here of like exposing yourself, Scorpio, right? Whatever this thing is that you're fearful over, that you're fearful of like showing people. And that's coming out so strongly. Like I got that immediately when I saw these three cards together at the beginning. And there's something here too. I guess this comes along with it, but like putting yourself out in public or bringing yourself to the public eye. Because the Nine of Swords and the Moon, those together, it's like very we're like very to ourselves. So it's very isolated, right? It's like a solo journey. And the Queen of Wands, again, she's confident. Wands, we're dealing with the fire element, right? Like this is like journey, taking a journey, getting out into the real world, so to speak. Because in the Moon, Nine of Swords, like we're kind of stuck in our heads too. This energy, for sure, like way in our heads. The Queen of Wands, she is not in her head at all. I mean, if you're going to be confident, you're going to put yourself out there. You can't be like stuck in your head, right? And she's going after, she has the sunflower in her hand. Sunflowers, of course, point towards the sun. She's going after like what she wants. Anything and everything that brings her joy, happiness, peace, fills her cup up, gives her excitement. And again, just like she owns it. She doesn't care what anyone else thinks. Just like she doesn't care what anyone else thinks about her black cat. Because in times of tarot, you do not have a black cat, right? It was a huge no-no. Okay, let's keep going. Yeah, Scorpio, this could mean Page of Wands coming out next. This could be like I think I used the word journey not too long ago. The Page of Wands is all like literally about going on a journey. And this could be because pages, babies in the court card family. For some of y'all, Scorpio, this could be like a revisiting, going back to your childhood and kind of exploring that, seeing like what was going on there, dissecting it. Yeah, Moon and Nine of Swords. Ooh, I'm getting something else too. Like that could be, it could be scary for y'all. Maybe this is something that's like you've just avoided, like something you haven't confronted on face to face. Because that Nine of Swords and Moon energy, that's very like, mm, that's very confrontational. I'm trying to conceptualize that for y'all. That's very, yeah, that's very confrontational with like those deep rooted fears or like the deepest thoughts in our brain, like deeply embedded in our subconscious. And it's like here we're being met like with that face to face. And it's something that like is begging to be wrestled with, to be encountered with, to be worked through. And this Page of Wands, again, this could be a journey going back to your childhood. What happened there? For a lot of y'all, this thing that I keep talking about with like some whatever this thing is for you that needs to get brought out, that needs to be explored, that needs to like you don't need to feel ashamed about or like scared about, guilty about, whatever. Like it's time to bring this to the public eye. But that Page of Wands, he's all about going on a journey again. He's the baby of the court card family. So again, this could be a journey back to your childhood, literally. And it's like, yeah, the Page and the Queen of Wands here. It's like the cards are like, I'm not going to say begging, but they're like pleading for you to like, I don't know. I'm really getting like shaking things up too, like really embracing a new adventure in your life. And that queen matched with the page, very explorative energy as well. And we're so excited with those two together. Yeah. The confidence of the queen matched with like the enthusiasm of the page. Yeah. I actually really like those two cards together. Hmm. I feel like the queen and the page are trying to talk to me as well. Like those two cards combined. I'm trying to figure out what it is. Maybe I'll get more, maybe they'll speak to me a little more clearly as we keep going in your spread. Yeah, let's keep going. Hmm. Yeah. With the Hierophant coming out next, y'all. Yeah. Hmm. Scorpio, going back to again the childhood thing, like at some point in your journey, you could have been criticized or like called crazy or whatever for having these, we'll just say, spiritual abilities, psychic abilities, whatever you want to call it. Because the Hierophant writes, Anytime he appears in a reading, or I should say a lot of the time he appears in a reading, puts a very spiritual twist to things, right? Yeah, that moon and the Nine of Swords, y'all, too, like, mm, I'm sensing, Scorpio, that, I mean, you are the death card in the deck, right? As I always say, Scorpios, more than any other sign, y'all are so familiar with death and rebirth, right? And those cycles, I could definitely see, like, I can see this is the type of energy that you like fall into, right? And I can only picture this from an outsider, right? Because, like, I'm not a Scorpio, right? But I do have a couple of Scorpios in my life that I know personally, and I've talked with them a lot, right? And I talked with, I got a lot of Scorpios in my community, and, we've kind of reached out to each other and chatted. Um, I find Scorpio like a very interesting sign, and I find myself asking a lot of questions with them. I'm a very curious person, very inquisitive person naturally. I like to ask a lot of questions, and I find Scorpios like very, yeah, interesting people. But I see with like the death and rebirth cycles that y'all go through, it can put you in a mindset like this, or it can put you in a state like this. Nine of Swords and Moon, right? And I get a sense, Scorpio, that you are very familiar with this territory, the Moon and the Nine of Swords combined. It's heavy energy, can be dark energy, right? But that naturally comes with when you're used to dying and rising up again, right? Like constantly. That's your whole entire life. And with this Hierophant coming into play, y'all, this could be one exploring, right? We're talking about exploring with the page, with the queen, confidence, but exploring like those psychic abilities, those spiritual abilities, right, that you have within you. And that's what needs to get brought to light. Because Scorpio, maybe like you find like you're the only one, maybe in like your group of friends, your family, whatever, like you're the only one who seems like I'm the only one here who like is interested in this stuff, or I'm the only one who's a part of this group that's like spiritual, or who is um, in tune with this kind of stuff. I see some of you saying as well, like y'all, like saying it to like the people in your life, like I don't know. I'm getting the picture. It's kind of funny. Like you hear these people talk about like the things that they're going through in life, right? And this, I'm not saying this necessarily to like invalidate what they're going through, right? But I see you sitting back and being like, wow, like if y'all could only understand, like hop in my mind for just like 10 minutes and explore what the heck is going on in there. Like there's just so much. I've been through so much that I don't know if y'all could even comprehend, right? And again, too, I'm not saying this from like a victim mentality as well. Like I don't want y'all to like get that like to misinterpret that or to get it twisted. I'm just saying, like, the depth of your experiences in life, Scorpio, um, it's just a lot and perhaps unmatched, I would say. Within that, with the Hierophant, since you've gone through like these upheavals in your life, these experiences that maybe not a whole lot of people have gone through, it's almost like I see you as like you can help others navigate life in some sort of way because of what you've been through, the depth of what you've been through. Like you can be a guiding light to others in some sort of way. And it's so cool, Scorpio, because you may be wondering, like, why is this a part of my karma? Or why do I have to go through this constant death and rebirth? Like, I'm tired of it. But I would say, again, as an outsider looking in, my insight is within those, you have such, like, you are so centered and so grounded. Like, you've weathered these upheavals in your life, these constant upheavals throughout your whole life, right? You've weathered the storm. You've continued to weather the storm. It's not just like you've weathered one storm, two storms, four storms. No, it's endless, right? And now you can be that rock, that beacon of light, that guiding source, whatever, however you want to conceptualize that for others. Like you are such a strong human being because of what you've gone through. And Scorpios, I see, especially the ones that are watching this that are that are older, you're at that point in life where I feel like a lot of y'all are saying, like, there's nothing that can happen that can shake me, that can truly uproot me, right? I'm picturing the King of Cups right now, right? No matter what's going on around the King of Cups, he is in full control of himself, of his emotions. He's completely stoic. Yeah. Wow. This is really cool so far. I feel like Scorpio, the energy right now is we're just kind of hanging out. I got my energy drink here, sparkling energy, Bloom. I've had a couple of these and they're pretty good. Juicy orange. Kind of tastes like Fanta. Pretty good. Yeah, Page of Pentacles coming out next. I mean, we have two pages now showing up. And I would say, yeah, when it comes to there's some sort of, I mean, Scorpio, there's some sort of again, I'm seeing this for a lot of you is like the psychic side, the spiritual side of you. You have the potential to make money off of this, of your abilities, of your talents, right? Yeah, in that moment, that's this Page of Pentacles is very face value to me. Like that's all I'm really getting off of him, and that's cool. I had to remind myself, Scorpio, sometimes, a lot of the time actually, that some cards are not meant to be read into super deep. They just need a couple sentences, a few sentences, and then we can move on from it, right? But yeah, Page of Pentacles, new opportunity coming in, potentially, if you choose to take it. The sun coming out after it. Whoa. We gotta love the sun. Absolutely. When it shows up in any reading. Oh, that's so cool. Oh, I love that too. When we have the moon and the sun showing up in the same reading, that does not happen too often with me. Excuse me. But what I'm getting like most clearly coming after the Page of Pentacles, yeah, absolutely, y'all. Especially this Page of Wands, Queen of Wands. Like, again, I literally said her sunflower is pointing towards what? The sun. And now we have the sun. But it's like, yeah, this new opportunity with this Page of Pentacles, Scorpio. I feel like when I said that new opportunity with the Page of Pentacles, like when I first drew it and first talked about it, a lot of y'all had that idea. Or a lot of y'all said, yeah, like I kind of know what he's talking about. Like I know what I can explore here. You better explore it because of this card that's coming after the Page of Pentacles. Like this is going to lead to success for you. This is going to lead to happiness, to joy. I'm getting just something that gets you excited too, because we have like a lot of young energy here with that Page of Wands, Page of Pentacles. Again, babies of the Court card family. The sun with the baby on the horse there, right? Absolutely. Something that gets you excited. Something that perhaps makes you feel like a kid again. Maybe there's a lot to explore here. Maybe a lot of creativity is involved, right? Exploring this will absolutely lead to something great, for sure. No doubt in my mind. Oh, you know what? Couple of different things. Ten of Cups to show up next. This is a unique message coming through with that card. It's like I feel like you have a lot of opportunity right now, Scorpio, to start something really cool within like your bloodline, within your family, that you can pass down to future generations, to your kids. And then they can pass it on to their kids. And it just keeps going and going. And I'm seeing what this is again that like exploration of like anything spiritual here. Whatever piques your interest in that field. And whether that's exploring like tarot, maybe you want to dabble with like Reiki, getting yourself involved with that. Maybe sound healing. I mean, whatever it is, the opportunities are endless, of course, in this field. But yeah, it's like that's so unique. It's like you have the potential for it to start with you, right? What we started at the beginning of this reading, something that needs to be brought out, right? To be brought out, right? Something that needs to be explored. And once you show the world like this side of you, you own it, you embrace it, people are going to be interested in it too, you know? I mean, for those of you who have kids or who are going to have kids, who plan to have kids, kids, I mean, they're going to look up to you, of course, and they're going to see what you're doing. They're like, huh, like, wow, like mom, dad, whoever, like I see this as something that they're really into, and this is like a part of who they are, and they get really excited over it and they love it. And it's kind of like this infectious energy, and then the kids start like, they start getting curious about it, right, too. And they start getting like playful with the idea. They start opening up to it more. And that's where you guys like start to have conversations about this, right? And then who knows, maybe they get into it themselves, or they get into something Like maybe it's not that exact thing, but maybe it's, again, maybe for them it's like Reiki, just using another example, right? Like maybe your thing is tarot, and then maybe their thing becomes Reiki or sound healing, something like that. Maybe you just like expand their mind. You show them that, hey, there's more out there than what meets the eye. There's more out there than what society is trying to teach you. There's more out there than what is being shown. Like, I encourage you to be open minded. Like, that's what you're saying to your kids, right? Like, I encourage you to be more open minded with this kind of stuff. But it's like you're setting the example for that already because you're owning it, you're doing it, you're living it. And then again, it gets passed down. And then it gets passed down to their kids, right? But it all starts with you, Scorpio. That's beautiful. And this Ten of Cups as well, like on a more personal level for you. Yo, Ten of Cups and Sun to come out in a reading. Are you kidding me? Together. And they are side by side. I can't even tell you how amazing these two cards are when they're together, especially when they're next to each other. Y'all, I'm telling you, this path, that Ten of Cups is like our happily ever after, right? Happily ever after. We're no longer lost in the dark. We're no longer tormented by our own minds here. I mean, y'all, it's just like the difference is quite literally night and day. But like, just look, right? I don't even need to tell y'all. Just look at how these two cards contrast these two cards. Like, just look at them. Look at the energy that's presented. Wildly different, right? So incredibly different. I'm telling you, Scorpio, own this side of you, and this is what you get: the Sun and the Ten of Cups. Ten of Cups, again, our dreams are realized. It's our card of like our happily ever after. Oh, my timer. Oh, Scorpio, sorry, my timer's going off. Oh, my bad. But yeah, that Ten of Cups is amazing for y'all. Yeah, I see you like Scorpio. I really want to. I think this reading has been a very like I'm approaching this and I'm talking this out through like an encouraging lens right now. I want to encourage y'all right now. I want to get y'all excited about this thing, to pursue this thing, because I'm so confident with what I'm seeing in the cards here. The next card to come out is the Eight of Pentacles. Scorpio, this is you. You decided to take the leap of faith. You decided with the Page of Pentacles that, okay, I'm going to take this opportunity, Mr. Tarot Reader, and I'm going to go forth with it. And this Eight of Pentacles, this is you quite literally working on that thing. And you were so dialed in. You were so like in the zone. This is my card of hard work. He's removed himself from his city, from his home there in the background, to laser focus on his Eight Pentacles, what he's trying to bring into the 3D, what he's trying to work so hard for, right? And there's definitely an element of this reading, y'all, of like getting out of your mind and like just like getting outside of your own mind, getting in your body, getting out into the world, exploring, discovering your talents, right? But yeah, that's literally what I'm seeing with that Eight of Pentacles is like you've decided and you're like, okay, I'm committing to this. Mm-hmm. And I feel like with those cards, like these cards presenting themselves towards the end, middle to the end, it's like, yeah, it's your time, Scorpio, to do this. Absolutely. I will venture to say too, like that Moon of the Nine of Swords again. What I was saying, like with the deaths and the rebirths, right? I think, yeah, you're well equipped to pursue something like this, Scorpio. And I'm getting like these deaths and rebirths and these things that you've gone through, like these like really deep experiences in life, has made you more spiritual, has made you like gifted, right? Like in the psychic realm. And it's just like the blessings keep coming in. Things can like keep getting better. We literally have the Nine of Cups. Oh my gosh. Like Spirit is screaming to me. The cards are screaming to me. And I'm going to keep hammering it home that this path needs to be pursued. We have the Nine and the Ten of Cups. Nine of Cups. Emotional fulfillment on a purely personal level. This is like, I don't care about anyone else either, too. Like their opinions, their, yes, yes. What was I saying at the very beginning with that Queen of Wands? She does not care. Literally does not care about anybody else, what they think. Again, what did I say? I have my black cat. I love my black cat. I don't care what any of y'all think about my black cat. He is mine. Being confident, owning up to this. The Nine of Cups, he doesn't care like what his like coworkers think. Doesn't care what his mother thinks. That random person that he passes every day on the subway thinks. This is like, what do I care about? What fills my cup up? I don't care about any of y'all. What makes me happy, right? Choose yourself right now, Scorpio. I'm telling you, choose yourself. I'm getting that. This just like feels overwhelming for some of y'all. Like everything that I've been talking about here, and that thing that needs to be brought out of you. I really just feel like you're holding yourself back. You're keeping yourself tied up. Eight of Swords, the next card to come out next. We have the Eight and the Nine of Swords. We have a lot of consecutive cards here. Like we have the Nine and the Ten of Cups. We have the Eight and the Nine of Swords. This is like a self-imposed prison. Like she thinks there's a sword directly in front of her, directly behind her. If she moves in either direction, to the left, to the right, north, south, if she even moves like an inch, she's going to hurt herself, or in extreme cases, she's going to die. But if she just turns just slightly, leans up against one of the swords, she's able to cut the wraps around her body, and then she can use her hands to remove that from her face, right? And she sees that she has a clear path forward, right? She's not actually trapped in this card, but she thinks she is. Again, Scorpio, I definitely, again, I'm just getting like very stuck in your head kind of energy. And this 501's the last card to pop out for y'all. I feel like that's just like going, like, I feel like this is you, like many versions of yourself. I feel like y'all are wrestling with this thought of like, I don't want to make a. Again, I really do feel like there's like some sort of fear of being seen in some sort of way with this, of being discovered. Discovered. Ooh, yeah. You're like, well, what if this happens? What if that happens? What is this person going to think? How is this going to affect this other person? Where do I fall in all of this, like this equation? You're like playing like all these what if scenarios, and you're trying to put yourself in everyone else's shoes in your life. You're like, okay, what are they going to do? What are they going to say? What are they going to think? Yada, 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 yada. You're just like going around and around and around and around in your head. Maybe some of y'all too with this 501s, you're like, let's just say tarot reader, since that's what I'm familiar with and that's what I'm doing. Like, say for some of y'all, maybe that's what you want to do, right? You want to pursue tarot, you want to be a tarot reader yourself, but you're like, you're looking online, you're just seeing, you're like, dude, there's just so many tarot readers already out there. Like, I just see so many readers left and right. They're constantly coming up in my For You page. I feel like I see 5 new ones every single day. You know, there's all these existing YouTube channels of these like really successful readers, right? They have such like a huge following, and they've been doing it for so long. Almost like you're looking at it like it's too saturated, right? There's just too many of them. Like, how in the world am I going to make it? How am I going to like, yeah. But like, I genuinely believe, y'all, like, if it's something that you are truly meant to do, I've talked about this before, like just for for simplicity's sake, let's just say like before you were born, before you're brought to this earth, there were 5 things. Again, for simplicity's sake, we'll just say 5 things. 5 things that you were meant to do in this life. I don't think that we're meant to do just one thing, like we have one purpose. Let's say 5 things. And I'm truly believe that, let's say tarot, if this is what you were meant to do, and you pursue it with a whole heart, with your full heart, with courage, with all your might, that the universe will part the sea, will part the waters for you, so to speak, so you can walk through. But you got to show the universe, again, Queen of Wands, you got to show up, right? You got to speak it out loud. You got to show the universe that, hey, okay, I'm going to embrace this side of me. I'm going to take this opportunity. I'm going to run with it. And you got to stare a spirit, you got to stare universe in the eyes, and you got to be serious about it, right? And you got to actually follow through and do it. And then the universe is going to see you and like, okay, my child is they're taking this seriously. Let's bring some opportunities their way. Let's throw some blessings their way. Let's part the sea for them again, so to speak. And yeah, guys, I think honestly we will I think we will end this there. Ultimately, Scorpio, it's like I see this as an evolution, just like literally how we have the moon and the sun card here. This is a clear opportunity to go from like a moon period in your life to the sun, to bring this out of you into the sun. Here I am, world. I don't need any clarifications for this reading. I think we can leave it there. I see on my timer we're at 51 minutes and 25 seconds, so we've been going for a while. And I think we're good. I think I've talked about everything I needed to talk about. Um, yeah. Didn't really get any love with these cards. That's not wasn't the energy of this reading, and apparently that's not what needed to come through. Um, so yeah, we'll leave it there, Scorpio. I think that was a really good reading. I liked that. The messages came through clearly for me, and I just really enjoyed the space that we shared. It was really cool. But yeah, it's very as clear as day. And I hope I made it as clear as day to you, Scorpio, what you need to do now. So, as soon as you stop watching this, get going. Okay? We'll leave it there. Thanks for the ones who tuned in and stuck around till the end. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all, and I will see y'all soon.